Tank never wanted to be a world champion. He wanted to be a pay-per-view star. So everybody don't know that. And that's what's so brilliant about Tank. I've been around Tank for so long, I listened to him, same way like he listened to me and turned into me, I listened to him. Because you can't play with boxing. It's a hurt sport. Most humans don't want to be hurt. But each one of us have that drive of that aggressive that we want to let it out sometimes. And that's the energy. He feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could be in the moment and you just seeing all this stuff unfold. It's a lot of stuff that people don't know behind the scenes that, we've been keeping notes on it right now, just to see this whole thing unfold.
Most fighters talk about pressure. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has built his career around patience. And that's exactly why the possibility of a showdown with Shakur Stevenson feels so fascinating. This isn't the kind of fight where Tank can simply walk forward, looking for one explosive moment. This is a battle that could demand every ounce of the discipline, composure, and ring intelligence that have made him one of boxing's most dangerous stars.
Wait till he get where he want to go at, because it's something in his mind that he's determined to get where he want to get at.
Tank never wanted to be a world champion. He wanted to be a pay-per-view star. Music. So, everybody don't know that. And that's what's so brilliant about Tank. I've been around Tank for so long. I listen to him, And same way like music. He listened to me and turn into me. I listen to him. 'Cause you can't, music, play with boxing. It's a hurt sport. Most humans don't want to be hurt. But each one of us, music, have that drive of that aggressiveness, that want to let it out to, and that's the energy. Music. He feeling me. You the same. Sometimes you could be in the music moment and you don't know you're in the moment. Just seeing all this stuff unfold. It's a lot of stuff that people don't know behind the scene that, music. We've been keeping notes on and everything like that. Just to see this whole thing unfold. While most fighters talk about pressure, Gervonta "Tank" Davis has built his music career around patience. And that's exactly why the possibility of a showdown with Shakur Stevenson feels so fascinating. Music. I read where you said boxing helped save my life. What do you mean by that? 5 of the fighters that I started with, music, all of them dead. All of them succumbed to the street violence. Yeah, all of them got killed in the streets. And you believe boxing is what saved you? Boxing definitely saved my life. I could have been I was younger than them, so I remember my coach, Coach Kenny, jacking up a fighter like, you got to stay out the streets. Music. And probably like a year later he got killed, so it definitely saved my life. I was angry a lot as a kid. Music. I was taken away from my family. I couldn't see my mother. When I came to the gym, I felt the love that I needed as a child. That just stuck with music. Both of my parents was on drugs. They both on drugs, man. My mom left me and my brother in the house by herself. Music. So they tell us until Cosby, we were the new kid on the block, I was fighting a lot, fighting in school, music, fighting in the block, so we pushed each other. He's very competitive. I'm very competitive. Everybody trying to be first, Tank was about 7 years old. He first came to music, the gym. Tank was always here at the gym with us. Every time I come in, he was here. Every time it was time to leave, he was here. That's what made him so special. And I always said he was one of those fighters that come through every 25 years, like a Prime Duran, Hagler, or Aaron Pryor. They don't just touch you with their punches. They try to go through you. This isn't the kind of fight where Tank can simply walk forward looking for one explosive moment. This is a battle that could demand every ounce of the discipline, composure, and ring intelligence that have made him one of boxing's most dangerous stars. I didn't beat a lot of stuff. Music. No matter what they try to take away from me, I beat it. I beat it. Boom. Great. Music. And I'm still trying to, push forward. When people say legacy, I feel, music, like you got to picture where I came from. I've already done enough. I don't want to say it like be music. Cocky cause I want people to understand like where I come from, like I'm already a legend. I'm already a legend. It's I am more ahead of me, but I came a long way. You got to salute me. Even if you don't like me, music, you got to. Ask anyone who performs, music, who mesmerizes, who stares down skeptics, doubters, and social media, music, hatred, and they will admit, the honest ones at least, to a pressure, music, that they alone can see. I can't, music, wait to see him get where he want to go at, cause it's something in his mind that he's determined to get where he want to get at. People watch me, music. I come through the city like they watch the process, so they really understand me more than, music. They can understand anybody else that they watch. I think it was meant for me. Once, music. I got into it. I think it was meant for me because it was just something that I always wanted to do. Music. Yeah. It's like something that I always want. You can do anything. Don't take boxing away from me. At music. That's how I was growing up. You can't do everything. I got more majority of the time I was punished my childhood life. That's all I did was box. Yeah. That's all I did. You take boxing away from me. You say, music. I couldn't go to the gym. I'm losing it. What separates Davis from music? So many fighters isn't just his power. It's his willingness to stay calm when everybody else is panicking. We've, music, seen him give away rounds, absorb criticism from commentators, and listen to fans, music, scream that he's losing, only to remain completely unfazed because he's playing a different game. Tank studies. He calculates. Music. He waits. Every movement, every reaction, and every mistake his opponent makes gets stored away until the perfect moment arrives. He sees some speed. He like, yo, where they coming from? Put it they coming from different angles. I ain't never seen this. Some fighters, they good at what they do. Like, they master at what they do, but they not complete fighters. Some of them have speed, some of them have just power, some of them just have footwork, but they don't have the whole thing. I believe I have the whole package. I mean, that's what make me a good boxer. A great boxer, I'd say. Against Shakur Stevenson, the mindset becomes more important, music, than ever. Shakur is widely regarded as one of the smartest defensive fighters in boxing, a master of distance, timing, and positioning. That means Tank can't afford to chase the fight emotionally. He has to trust the process that got him here in the first place. The same patience that helped him, music, break down elite opponents could be the key to solving one of the toughest puzzles in the sport. Right here, baby. There you go. 1 hour. What makes this matchup so compelling is that neither fighter is likely to give the other easy, music, opportunities. Every feint matters. Every adjustment matters. Music. Every second matters. And if there's one thing Tank has proven throughout his career, music, it's that he never stops looking for answers. While the boxing world debates scorecards, music, statistics, and styles, Davis will likely be doing what he always does, watching, learning, music, and waiting for that one opening capable of changing everything in an instant. That's the mentality of a fighter who believes the fight is never over until he decides it is. Music. And that's where the entire Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson conversation takes a sharp turn. Because while we've been talking about Tank's patience, composure, and ability to find answers in the middle of a fight, Max Kellerman is asking a completely different question. What exactly has Tank proven compared to the fighters people keep putting him beside? That's a dangerous conversation, because once Max started bringing up names like Crawford, Usyk, Inoue, and Shakur, the debate stopped being about talent and started being about evidence. That's what Shakur and Tank has that's different, music, than for a lot of people. I like Shakur in that fight, but that's different than Ryan Garcia, music, and Devin Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, we've seen them beat. But it's kind of like Canelo GGG, where the second the rematch was so highly anticipated. The first fight was a draw, there was the controversy. I think we are underselling collectively here how much people care about how the controversy, the first fight, but can we say that though? The Tank and Shakur is only a dream, right? That you can just sell. Because the truth is Tank won't take them type of fights, music, unless he needs to because he fights for money. And honestly, I understand both sides. Tank passes the eye test better than almost anybody in boxing. The power is music, real, the timing is real, the traps are real. You don't accidentally create the kind of knockouts is created. But Max keeps coming back to the same uncomfortable point. At some stage, greatness has to be measured against other great fighters, not just highlight reels. That's why I found the Shakur discussion so interesting. Mike Coppinger believes the fight is closer to reality than ever, while Max basically argues that this was supposed to, music, be the defining showdown years ago. The funny thing is, both might be right. Shakur kept climbing, music. Tank stayed a massive attraction, and somehow the fight became even bigger while also becoming more complicated. There are a lot of Tank that was the interest in Tank was generated because you know what you, music, see. You know he's a special talent. But the fact is, his resume was highly, let's say, curated. He fought smaller guys who couldn't punch. Santa Cruz. Got right, exactly. And knocked him cold out. And knock him out the way he did it. That don't matter. And knocked him cold out. Oh, then Shady jumps in and says what a lot of fans have been thinking for months. If Tank and Shakur actually fight tomorrow, that's the matchup people are rushing to watch first. Not because of controversy, not because of social media drama, because nobody knows what happens when those two elite skill sets collide. At the same time, Max wasn't done throwing punches at the resume debate, either. He practically, music, challenged Tank to prove he's more than boxing's biggest attraction and become the man in the division. That's why the Floyd-Schofield discussion matters, too. If Tank comes back and starts taking on young, hungry contenders, and, music,